Demos, you're going to see this, and again, like I said, it goes all the way back to Mouse demos with Suhei in the lineup. It's already nice beginning to the round here for Falcons, but
known goal Anders. That's all you can say about that.
I mean, that's obviously, you're seeing the power of throwing the yard smokes because
Die just at the
m0NESY had to make a little bit more money, and obviously he would have picked up the AWP again if he would have got the kill there. So that excruciating battle against Torshi is so rare that we get to see these, 1v1. I think that's right. That's a good way probably to frame any potential for a comeback here. It will typically...
A performance. And the thing, anyone won it will be on the in those spots. Mouse had two
team. For a while we called him AW Peter, so it's a real here. m0NESY. Pure artwork.
CS are coming up. They get tagged through the middle of default from the Moto smoke. Oh, shot. Oof. Oh! K from Magis, got 3K from m0NESY. Re-peek and Zywoo's punishment, but it's not easy.
Check this out. Oh. Shot to the back of the legs.
But it's hard. Angle, you gotta believe it. Down about mid, we see m0NESY take this peek right here again because both there. It does. Just one rifler gets no time. Yeah, just ate the entire end of that volley, no problem. Doesn't get any more tense than that. The final timeout available here for the Falcons. 3-1 start is very impressive here for Falcons, but you can hear the much utility to work with. You just throw it in there. He takes duels. And then m0NESY's 2 kills as he gets to the top of connector, but after that. Decided so far.
In the same way that...
Was there anything special about this? Well, you have every right to be upset about it because it is just the Magis, as you mentioned, has been doing really good damage.
Here are the other ones as well. I mean, both the maps that you see on the top of the board for Falcons, Mirage, a whole other level.
Certain which one you would have lent into. We saw, I think it was Train as the third map potential back in Chengdu. Yeah. But even outside of that, when they played earlier in the year, Spirit actually picked up a win on Mirage.
Yeah, I don't think they were even convinced. After m0NESY gets that collapse, they think back on short for retake, but you still feel like...
Fair and true.
So, top mid in the flamey position, and Zway Don killed Kyosuke and Nico, and it wasn't enough. The timing is a little awkward. Zway does get this flick as well. Through the playoffs, it's loser to last game of the group against the Mongols, and I think...
And justifiably so. This is a super one-side. Even felt kind of surprising for the Falcons. You wonder how prepared Spirit
are coming back.
Especially in the pistol. Including slowing the roll of Donk after that entry.
Strong positions taken, in a position just standing in the open on off angles, and when you have two A1Ss ADing side by in these last 2 rounds, shutting down the 4 hits, so much paranoia in Falcons to snipe off these simple up. Honestly, the same, proving to be true when Kyosuke gets
the G2 out of m0NESY.
Oh yeah, look at this. I mean, it's because Kavem can jump up in theory. Oh, it's the body! It's the fake body! Right, and he gets off the bomb. Look at this. Pay attention and enhance.
He goes
body, and it looks like a player. 1v4 clutch ace. Isolated every step of the way, and you can't trade this. For passion, I mean, clearly we could tell from we've been delivering in high impact.
There's a lot to talk about, and we'll get it.
And we've always talked about Kickstand in that regard. Always
have an up. This is exactly what you want to see. It's not something you're going to do for one now when you're up this many rounds. Every small mistake punished. Instant. Actually being a second ribbon off guard, but it obviously was the correct play. It covers the post plant that would have been coming over top of you, Kinder, like that pathing is for Falcon. Fallen does just get Kinder getting caught outside, and then, let's be honest, a 4.0 T-side rating from Yakinder. Once, I want to say once a lifetime. Falcons, yes, criticized for spending all this money. They've bought good cores, and then it hasn't always worked, but they tried to come through.
Falcons are slamming the door shut. Outer with one of the AKs, and the second.
But they kind of have control ever. That win from Molodoy, I mean, we can attack. Do they have any? Serrano starting position was perfect. And the result, we were all...
But Molodoy plus Yakindar, same smoke gets popped open.
Situations, unbelievable shots getting hit. There was so much pressure on Fury. You wouldn't normally want to make that upper hit with a lower ramp. He had the bomb on his back. Nico, the thing is, the only reason even... What an attempt.
What a kickoff from the 5-7. Molodoy showing fresh, like the most lopsided starts of the series, both times towards Furia's favor.
Yeah. Fury's so exciting. New way to play us on that low HP to go sandwich.
Fueled this kind of...
And they had no idea he'd be here. Every kill they needed.
Could not have asked for more.
And then m0NESY erupts.
This shot is disgusting.
This one.
Look like a star roll at times, putting up on the frag. m0NESY 2. I don't know if you caught that.
No.
That was great double kill to find the flag. That's how Nico got the entry. If not for the stand-in.
WP, not a symbol we're too used to seeing, not a gun that you often see a lead. Falcons.
Stop giving ultimate orbs. It's money where it is. He has smoke kit. You just throw it on the board. Buy hits from Liquid when they...
Every one of them in the series thus far.
I don't think...
It wasn't a leg. You gotta watch that again.
Interesting.
And you know every...
Team pushing the smoke, but altogether, a bit of a chokehold.
that they were anticipating.
And some frustrating rounds, right? You know, having the right calls, avoid where they are, but it's the consistency. You can see that linings and clutches here, but maybe Falcons can see. Reassured that his team do have.
Really impressed. You know,
Close, but close is not enough at this scoreline. That's a round for vitality.
I've turnaround.
Eyes to the back of the skull. And you know, when you're watching a dominant CT side, you often think, oh, it's got to be even in that 1v2. Nico's just feeling it, but had a clutch through a 2v5 that grows legs.
All that was necessary for the fact that
Either of these teams coming into this tournament, at least very minimal. Maybe some...
a decently strong half. It was definitely a... The interview will be something like, we woke up late. We didn't turn our monitors on to start, you know. Assuming there's going to be a full retake, it's going to be telegraphable. I'm going to hug this wall, I'm going to get a 2K on the door. And instead, oh, found it perfectly. The Goldilocks zone between where that bomb was about to get planted and the fake could come in. And obviously it's just enough.
Economy changes, MR12.
Yeah.
We saw him try to still play it like CSGO. It didn't work. It wasn't about, you know...
And he delivers. You know, funnily, I just started to taper off quite a bit.
If you weren't tilted, how about now?
If m0NESY gets it,
You can't kill me.